Hey, Pajama Grandma, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here with another, I don't know if it'll be quick. I want it to be quick Facebook Live talking about follow-up, the importance of follow-up and the quick and easy way that I do my follow-up to put it on autopilot so that I never have to worry that I'm not building relationships and communicating with the people that I want to build a relationship with, because I want them to someday love and trust and care about me enough to be one of my best customers and best clients. So I actually did a Facebook Live earlier today, and I shared this snippet from it, which I've got up on the screen. It's take one step toward whatever it is that frightens you, because you've got this. And that was just with respect to my daily scare share. Every day I'm doing one thing a day that scares me or helps me to expand my comfort zone so that I am not just a scaredy cat and I'm not living in a rut. Now, if I had spent more time, I would actually have some decent lighting in my office today, but I don't, and my eyes are acting up. So I will have my handy dandy magnifying glass, and I will be putzing through things as best I can, because this is real life for me. I don't make excuses. I get it done, but I do have vision problems. So what takes you normal people 5 minutes to do probably takes me 4 or 5 tries and 20 minutes. But that just goes to show you that if I can do this stuff and I can automate it and I can make it work for me and for my businesses and my follow-up, then you sure as heck can too. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I'm going to put that on solo, because what I'm doing right now, and actually I was in my ClickFunnels doing something else, and maybe I'll share that first. It's just a funnel I've been working on. Someone challenged me today to provide a high ticket offer, and I want to do it with my chronic pain. So YouTube, I want to look at my ClickFunnels, and I want to do it in my Pajama Grandma coaching group, my Pajama Grandma funnel. So I'll share the link to this funnel later in case anybody listening is interested and happens to be a chronic pain sufferer. But this is just a really simple funnel, and I might as well share it with you. I believe in simple funnels, and I swore that Pajama Grandma funnel would not be pink. And lo and behold, it's pink. Now, I'm sure it will change, but for right now, I'm testing, and I'm starting it out as pink. So it's just an opt-in page, of course, with a bonus or bribe. It's a 14-day video series for you to get whatever you want and help you make your dreams come true. And it ties into killing chronic pain and creating the life that you want, not the life that you feel that you've been stuck with. And that's why this is the lead-in bonus or the lead-in offer for this particular product, because I figure if people want to rekindle their dream of living the life that they thought they'd be living before chronic illness or chronic pain got them, that this is a good lead-in. And I know how much it's helped me. So I know for a fact, and everybody else I've shared it with, I know with 100% certainty that this will help anybody that gets it and actually reads it and watches the videos. So that's and there is actually a video here, but since I'm in my funnel, you don't get to see it, which it's, you're welcome to go watch it. It's one of those Facebook Lives that I made quickly because I'm just testing this funnel. But then I'm encouraging people to just go through this funnel. So I'm going to share this funnel, and I am going to make a high ticket offer today for this funnel for people that have chronic pain. I'm not doing it right now. I'm working on actionetics and follow up. But somehow someone challenged me to do that today. And if anybody challenges me, then I'm going to go out and figure out a way to make it happen and do it. So I'm not sure exactly what my offer is going to be. I really want to offer working with people with chronic pain, women like me over 50, that have had chronic pain for a long time, for the next at least 30 days. I want them for at least 30 days. And I really want them for a couple months or a year, but I know that in 30 days, I can change their life. So I'll be making some kind of an offer with respect to that today before midnight. I will have to have that done and up. So that's why I was looking at this page, because at this page, we can on the, I think it's on this coaching page is why I went here, because I wanted to look at it, and that is not where it is. It's probably on the thank you page, because I'm practicing to put more things on your thank you page. So for the freebie on the thank you page, you can now at the bottom, you can go to my different type of coaching. I have business coaching, of course, how to automate your business, lifestyle coaching for Pajama Grandma Life, because a lot of people want to have the awesome Pajama Grandma lifestyle that I am enjoying. And so I want to teach them how to do that. But the one I think that I'll probably build the offer on is this killing chronic pain. And of course, it's not going to show where it's going, but this actually links to my application for people that want to apply to work with me. Because if I'm going to do one-on-one work with people, with anybody, they're going to fill out an application and we're going to have a little chat, because we got to be the right fit. Lots of people don't like my personality. Lots of people don't like that I am direct and in your face, and I will hold you accountable and encourage you to do the best you can and at least try things. I won't put up with whining and complaining and giving up. And a lot of people don't want to be held to that level of accountability. I mean, I won't, be terrible, but I will hold people accountable. And so I want to make sure that through this process, especially when it comes to chronic pain, that people are willing to do something to move toward the life they want, that they're willing to actually take the steps necessary and at least give it their best effort. I don't want to work with people that don't want to do that, because I know how frustrating it is. I've been working with several individuals over the last 4 or 5 years, and that's because they're members of my family or close relatives. And it's really disheartening and frustrating, because they've seen me, they've seen the people I've helped, and some of them will continue to make choices that are not in their own best interest. And so I help when I can help. And it always boils down to, what do you want on the inside? What is in it for you to create the life that you want? All right, so I'm done with this. I actually want to go to Actionetics. That was sort of a side topic that I just happened to have been working on when all of a sudden Be Live reminded me that it was time to start my Be Live, and I needed to knock off what I was doing. So I am trying to figure out how to build a new follow-up funnel in Actionetics. The follow-up tool I use for email is Actionetics. I have a bunch of action funnels created already. We can go in and look at those, and I'll show you how I do one of those today, because I have not done, let's go to Pajama Grandma. I have not done my daily posting yet. So let's pop into Pajama Grandma and I show you what I do. I've actually got a series of 67, 60, today's day 68. Yep. No, it's a new one. I'm in the wrong one. I actually do 3 of these a day. So we're starting day 69. Today's day 69. So we're going to add a new step. Each of my different action funnels are set up a little bit differently. They're all set up the same way, but the number of days that the next day is, and on some of them I preset up the next day's automatic lesson. But on this Pajama Grandma one, it's set up with a blank that I can't do it that way. So then I go to my worksheet and I just copy and paste this whole thing. I think I've showed you before earlier. What I do is I take my Facebook Live video, I pull the link out of it to the video, and I save that in this worksheet. Then I also download it to my computer, then upload it to YouTube, and I save the YouTube link to my worksheet, because this allows me to have everything that I need in one place to go ahead then and do the message in my action funnel or in my follow-up email sequence. So I think I copied it, Control C, and then we're going to pop over back to Actionetics. And I needed a title is why I went there. And it is Big Hairy Suggestions, I believe. I was busy talking and not paying attention. And now this is where I need to look. So I have to go over here, and it looks like I'm on day 68. So this is day 69. So I want this to be delivered the 69th day in a row after. So I want 1 a day is how I'm delivering these. So we add that action step. We're going to add a title and a who from. Who from, of course, it's always from Pajama Grandma. And the title is Big Hairy Suggestions. See about the eyes? Not kidding, right? And then I just click Update Email. Then I'm going to pick one of my templates. Now, I heard a rumor, and it was on the Q&A call for ClickFunnels the other day, and I don't usually get on those, but I happen to be on one, and I think they said something about you can't use your templates in building your follow-up funnels. But I swear I set one up last night, so we're going to see, because I'm going to add a whole new series, and I want to create it in the new follow-up funnel platform or part of the platform. but I haven't really done that yet. So I want to see if it'll actually work. And if I can create a template or use one of my existing templates to pull in there. But I'd actually like to create a new template because it's a new thing and I don't want to use one of my existing templates already. I pulled one in yesterday, but I don't want to do that if I can't save the template there because it's too much work. The first thing I do when I'm creating a follow-up funnel or a follow-up series of emails and correspondence with my customers and clients or the people on my list is I generally create some kind of a format or template that I'm going to use whenever I'm communicating with that group and the people on that list. Number one, for consistency. Number two, but really number one for me, is it makes it easier to go ahead and add to that sequence or to that communication series. Every time I systematize or make something consistent, it's not only easier on my customer to recognize it, but it's a lot easier on me to actually create the content that goes in that, because I don't have to be repeating some of the same things that are consistent across each of the communications over and over and over again. Now, it's one of the greatest things about ClickFunnels is that we can have these templates and we can have these things pre-made just to make our life so much simpler and easier. So once I have selected my template, I'm going to head and open this. And then the first thing I do is, oh, not that, hit the wrong button. I go in here and I delete all this because this is where I'm going to paste what I just copied from my worksheet. And now everything I need is right here in my worksheet. So here's my YouTube link. So I copy and paste that and I link it. Make sure you take out the little HTTP before you paste it or you'll have the wrong link. I always save my work every time I add a link. And then I'm going to actually test this link by previewing and making sure it works before I paste it anywhere else. See, it didn't work. That means that I got extra characters somewhere. So I'm going to go back in. I'm going to try it again and see what I did wrong. Yep. See, I got extra characters at the end of it and I don't want that. So I have to delete this and start over. I'm going to have to go in and actually take that out, I think. Yep, I'm going to have to take it out of here. Let's try copying it here. Control C, and I'm going to delete it, and I'm going to try pasting it in again and see if that works. Sometimes when I copy and paste from my worksheet, I get a couple extra spaces at the end. And if you get spaces at the end, then your links don't work. This is why I always recommend that you check your links every single time. And I might have hit, I don't know what I did there. Preview. I might have forgotten to hit preview. Nope, still not there. So now I have to go back to my worksheet. And apparently this happens sometimes too. And check this. We're just going to copy the YouTube link. It looks right to me with my bad eyes, but it's obviously not right or it would be working properly. And this is why I check it every single time. So we're going to go in here. I'm going to delete that. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to take out pajama. This is a lot harder when people are watching. I will admit. Control V. And I really should have changed that, but we're going to see if it works. It might actually work. Save, preview. But this is exactly a perfect example of why. There we go. Perfect example of why I don't. Perfect example of why I don't paste until I make sure that the link is right. So then I'm actually going to put this link in several other places on this worksheet. I delete, and I put it where each of the pictures are. Now, I don't think my pictures actually show up in my email. And I put pajamagramma as the alternative text. You can leave it blank, but I figure why not put it in there? The space is there. Again, I'm going to save after I do each one of those. I don't know why, but they don't work. When I check them, which is part of how I found out they don't work, is if you don't save each one individually, they don't seem to save. And I don't know if that's something I'm doing wrong. I think I just put a P at the end of that, didn't I? Again, why I check my links. And you might not be as visually challenged as me, and this might not be even an issue for you, and I hope it's not. But I do figure that if it is for me, if there is at least one other person on the planet that has these same struggles as I do. So again, that's my 3 links. So in each of the 3 graphics, I'm going to put my YouTube link. Then I'm going to save it, which I did save it, but we'll do it again just for good measure. And I'm going to preview all of these, every single one, and make sure it goes to my YouTube. And as soon as I see my face, I usually stop it because I don't need to hear myself say, hey, 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 1,000 times a day. Hey, good morning, but I usually do. Preview the last one. We already did the links. We don't have to do that one again. There we go. All right. So that was actually a really good example of how you can screw it up. Then the next thing I do is I go ahead and I also link up my Facebook link because some people like Facebook better than YouTube. I don't know. Then I'm going to link it up with a little anchor and I'm going to delete the first few characters so that they're not duplicated. Again, I'm going to save. And when the file comes back and the check goes away, I'm going to check this link as well. Because guess what? I've messed this one up before too. There we go. So now I'm going to change this title. And for some reason that likes to get in my way. Either that one or this one. They take turns. Some days I can just get it right and other times I just can't. Super frustrating on film though. But I want to change my title because this is actually my title. Okay, super annoying. Oh, there it goes. It's gone. All right, so we're going to type in big, hairy suggestions. And that's it. Then I'm going to hit save and close. And so I've created this template ahead of time. So every day as I do my Facebook Live or however often I decide I want to communicate with my people on this list, I just create another one in the series. So when somebody joins my list today, I've already got a couple months plus worth of communications so that they're hearing from me every day until they get sick of me and unsubscribe or until I die and stop making more posts. But for right now, I'm trying to build a relationship with these people. So I send them one email every single day. You can make it whatever frequency you want. You can make it however, whatever you want to do with it. So that's how I do an action funnel. Now I want to be brave and try to do a follow-up funnel. And we're going to see if this will even work. I have no idea. This is what I set up yesterday. I just went in and I said, add new follow-up funnel. And then it asked me to put in the title. Let's go in there. I don't really want to add a new one here, but I want to show you. So follow-up funnel, name your follow-up funnel. So you just type in a name. So I put in Pajama Grandma's Chronic Painkillers Prescriptions because I've got almost all 150 by the, well, it is the end of the week, but I've got between 145 and 150 videos already made that I want to put into a follow-up series that I can, you know, gift or give or sell to people. And so I thought, why not try to set it up in the new follow-up funnel format? So then you also say, and you can pick from all your lists, who is going to receive this particular funnel. And you can just pick one of your lists. And see, I've got a few lists in here. And then you just create your follow-up funnel. Now, I actually don't want to create this one because I did it yesterday. So let's go back, see if we can just click our way back. Yep. And I'm going to go to edit because we're going to edit this one. I did put in one message, but I didn't send it. I kept it paused. So it seems like it's set up similar to the action funnels where you just keep it paused. Obviously, I haven't done anything with this because there's nothing in there. So everything's zeroed out for statistics. But this is where we add our steps. So if I wanted to add a new step, but let's look at step 1 because I was just playing with this yesterday. So I just, oh, I guess it has been sent. Never mind. I hope it hasn't been sent. Nope, it's still paused. There we go. It's paused. I'm not used to the new format yet. I'm sure I'll get used to it, but I'm not used to it yet. So here is the template that I used in the email preview. Oh, and I can save it as a template. So now I'm excited. Now I'm super excited. But I don't know if this is the template I want to use, but I'm going to use it. So I took one of my existing ones, and I'm going to edit this a little more before I save it as a template. But then I'm going to save this as a template because I want to make sure that the links and everything in it are what I want it to be. And then I do the same thing with, I will do the same thing with this as I do with my action funnels. I'll have a button so that they can click on the YouTube version of it and just watch the YouTube version. And then I'll also put a link to the Facebook in case they want to go directly to where I originally recorded it in Facebook. Now, the tricky thing with this, or the interesting thing with this, is I recorded these on several different pages in my Facebook account because I was doing a lot of them at a time. And once I got to like 30 on one page, it was pretty cumbersome to have to go back and capture the links. So I did it on a couple of different pages on my Facebook account. So that's why it's important for me to link those up here so that all people have to do is click on the link, because it's impossible to give people links to just one site because I didn't do them just on one page. Otherwise, I could have just given them that information. So this is pretty awesome. So I'm going to set this up and do the exact same thing as I would do with my action funnels. So I will create and save this as a template, but I want, like I said, I need to edit it a little more to make sure it's the way I want it to be. But that's all you have to do to create awesome follow-up funnels and follow-up sequences. Let's just jump back to the action funnels just for a minute, because I want to show you some of the power of this. For example, some of the other action funnels I have here, you can look in here and you can see how many steps I have in each of my action funnels and what some of the topics are. So for Pajama Grandmas, I just was starting that one, and it looks like Pajama Grandma, it looks like it'll show up here as an action funnel as well as showing up in the follow-up funnels since I created it in the follow-up funnels. Eventually, I believe follow-up funnels will replace action funnels, and the action funnel part of this will go away. So I'm not sure how that's going to work exactly. That's a ClickFunnels question. But for right now, I obviously have a lot of action funnels already created, so I don't want these to go away. I've got, a 14-step affiliate bootcamp one, a 6-step chronic painkillers 5-day challenge, a 12-step chronic painkillers onboarding sequence. Thank you, Jim Edwards. And funnel scripts. I've got a 33-step chronic painkillers challenge. And that is just a 30-day challenge that I did. Since then, I've done another 30-day painkillers challenge, which is actually really awesome. I can't remember if I think I put that one in a membership site. I didn't put that in a follow-up sequence or in an action funnel. Blessings Contest Kit is to raise money for people with chronic pain. That's the follow-up series for that. Hop is a mobile app we're producing, and that doesn't have much in it because that's just a contest that we're running to promote that particular app if it ever gets out into beta and out of beta testing. These are real estate business, or not real estate. Hello, I don't do real estate anymore. Restaurant business funnels and follow-up sequences for that business that I share with people. And then I've got a whole bunch of other stuff in here. 14 steps and days to getting what you want. Daily scare share. My daily scare share, I've got 98, and I haven't done today's yet. I'm actually on day 99. And again, I do the same thing. I set up the action funnel, and then I just add one new one every day. So, for example, today, keep going. Actually, it's 99. It'll be 99 days today, but it's only 97 days, and it's just the 96th message. So we're still a ways off from 100. I do think once I hit 100 messages, I might have to start a new sequence, only because it's kind of cumbersome to actually add one. Like, I'll show you. Let's add 96. When I click it, it takes me to the top, but when I add the next one, it scrolls all the way down, so it looks like the page is empty, even though the template's just at the top. So again, to add my daily scare share, I'm going to go back to my WordPress worksheet, or my Word document worksheet, and then it's DSS 96. I'm going to copy carefully the YouTube link, highlight, Control C, back to my page, and then I'm clicking it in the box, Control V, and then done editing, and I save this one right away. Again, I don't know why, but it seems to not work if I don't save it right away. I click in and change this one, Control V, and I've already taken this out and blanked these out on this particular one. I'm going to check my links and make sure they work on preview before I do my Facebook one, because that way I don't have to go back and
hey, good morning, Pajama Grandma, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom.
I don't have to go back in and copy and paste again. It's if they're right, they're right. If they're not, they're not. Yeah, they're right. If it goes to YouTube, they're right. And that's what I looked like this morning when my hair was still curled. And I hadn't biked and done my ponytail. There's stories with my ponytail. So again, we're going to go back to Word. We're going to find, you can see I have another Word document because I was doing some funnel hacking, some research on how to best set up social media descriptions, because mine stink and I want to get better at it. So I am, of course, modeling people that do a terrific job of it. And I'm copying and pasting a document so that I can, and then I copy and paste the Facebook link into, so if people want to watch it on Facebook, they can watch it on Facebook. If they want to watch it on YouTube, they can watch it on YouTube. I like to give people options. Then make sure you take out those first few characters, save and preview. There we go. We don't want to listen to me. And I'm going to save and close, and I'm going to have this go live. Now, how long did that take me to post today's additional one to the sequence? Not very long, right? Because I set up a template and I created a system to make it simple. Now, I can hire a VA or have someone else do this for me. Once I make the video and put the links in my worksheet, I can share that worksheet and I can have a VA or somebody else actually do this part for me. That's part of why I'm making these videos, is to show and to train my VA on how to do these. Sorry, Steve, I'm going to shut you down. Love Steve Larson. The guy, he's amazing. I love his energy. I just think he's fabulous. It could be because I've been listening to him nonstop for over a year now too. And so that, you know, familiarity breeds, I don't know, love, like, admiration, whatever you want to call it. All right. So that is a little bit of my ClickFunnels walkthrough today, and talking about, let's put me back on because everybody, I'm sure, wants to look at my lovely mug. So that's just a little bit about follow-up funnels. Are you doing follow-up? Do you follow up with the people on your list? Do you follow up with your customers? I see Jason's here, and I know darn well he follows up because I got a couple emails from him today. I only check my email twice a day now. I'm trying to be disciplined, but I know that I had at least one from him today already, and I'll probably have another one by the time I go back and check. So that is just a little bit about my quick and dirty ways to do follow-up. And like I said, the more consistent you can make it, if you create templates for yourself, it just makes life so much easier and so much simpler. And it makes it actually kind of fun to follow up with people. Instead of it being a drudgery, it's actually pretty darn fun. So let me see if I've got any questions here. I am not particularly good at the whole questions thing. I did get like a spam on my broadcast, which I think was really lame. And I messaged the guy when I'm trying to learn about scheduling broadcasts. And so I scheduled this on V Live, and I immediately got a guy wanting people to watch videos. And I'm like, yeah, you got to go. So that's fine. That's part of the game. We all get used to it. That's it today. I just want to talk a little bit of follow-up and show you how easy it is to do. Go out, make it an awesome day. Don't be scared. Take that next step. If that next step is creating a sequence for your customers and your list, do it already. Don't put it off. We like to think that the money's in the list, but the money's only in the list if we build relationships with the list. So build relationships with the people that have expressed an interest in you. Be interested in them, because you sure should be. And I will see you again soon. Have an awesome day. Pajama Grandma out.